Hi there, warriors, and welcome to a new video of the Uruguayan Heroes YouTube channel. Today, we will start a new series in which we will look at the heroes of tomorrow. I will discuss 10 players under the age of 23 or 23 years of age, who I believe can be the stars of Uruguayan football in the years to come. Because at this moment, Uruguay have had a lot of stars, but they are coming to the end of their career, like Suarez, like Cavani, like Godin. So now it's time to look to the players who can give us joy, give us beautiful moments in the future. And in episode one, I will discuss the Peñarol number nine, who goes by the nickname of El Canario, and his name is Agustín Álvarez Martínez. Agustín Álvarez Martínez is a 20-year-old striker who's quite versatile. He's got a real eye in the area. He feels, or he has a good feeling of where to be in the box. You know, he knows where the ball comes. He knows where the space is, which is not a quality you can easily learn. It's just something that is based on his instinct, but he does it really well, finding spaces in the box. Besides that, he's quite good on the ball, as well passing, as well as dribbling. He's quick, and for a guy like him, 180 in height, he's a good header as well. So he's quite a versatile player. Yeah, who is growing a lot because he debuted in professional football only a year ago against Montevideo City Torque, and since then, yeah, he's been growing, and becoming more important for Peñarol. And at this moment, he is probably the best striker in Uruguay. There are some competition. Gonzalo Bergesio from Nacional, Juan Ignacio Ramirez from Liverpool Montevideo. But certainly in terms of potential and what he can bring even more in how he can grow and how he can develop, Agustín Álvarez Martínez is the hottest prospect in Uruguay at this moment with Matias Areso, another great youngster. So yeah, his release class is $20 million, which is really a big release class for a player in Uruguay. So we will see how it goes with him. You know, clubs will certainly be of interest in him, be interested in him because, yeah, like I said, he keeps growing and growing and growing. So before looking at some images, at some video, let's just start at the beginning. Agustín Álvarez Martínez was born in San Bautista, which is a city in the south of Uruguay, which only has 2,000 people who live there. He played local football over there, or played baby football over there. And until his 10th year, you know, when he 10 years of age, he moved to Peñarol Academy and he played there. He still lived in San Bautista, which made sure, which was why his father had to bring him to football back and forth each day, which was a long ride. And his mother was back in San Bautista, still working on their business. So they had a lot of sacrifice for their boy because obviously the biggest dream for a parent is certainly for a father, but also for a mother, is to see their boy become a professional footballer. Certainly in countries like Uruguay, where this is the ultimate dream. And when he was 16 years of age, he got a kid with his girlfriend. So he became a father at 60 years of age, and he decided to move to Montevideo to live with her. So moving away from San Bautista, his place of birth. Um, and in the Youth Academy, he scored 113 goals in 170 games, which is obviously a great record. Also, because he didn't always play as a striker, he played also as the number 10 or even further down in midfield, because the coaches in the academy thought he was had a really good vision of the game. He was a good passer of the ball and really saw moves developing with his vision. So he had the qualities of maybe a playmaker in their opinion. But for Agustín Álvarez Martínez, it was the fact that he wanted to be a striker, wanted to score goals. But even still now, when he is a number 9, you can see that he is much more than just a goal scorer. So yeah, and in the youth academy, where he was really successful, he also played alongside Facundo Pelistri. This was basically his best friend. They played with each other for years and for years, even outside of Peñarol before that, as just two young boys. Yeah, these two guys have been friends a long time, and it will be great one day to see them link up in La Celeste, but we will see. So yeah, like I said, he came through the ranks and he debuted a year ago when he was 19 years of age, and since then he has been mightily impressive. So yeah, in this season he has scored 13 goals in 17 games, including 8 in 6 Copa Sudamericana games, which is the South American Europa League. So yeah, what can you say? He's a big talent, really exciting. And I don't like to compare, but if you want to compare, to me, sometimes he has a little bit of Suarez because the way he uses his body and the way he presses like a maniac. Because Suarez used to do it obviously when he was younger. And also with him, when you hear him talk in interviews, he always talks about improving himself, but things he doesn't like about himself. For example, his strength, his upper body strength. He said he wanted to improve this because if he feels he needs to better this if he comes up against bigger opponents. So for me, he's someone who wants to get the best out of himself, and he knows where is his weakness and where is his strengths, and he wants to focus on getting better and better. And this is similarity with Suarez and also with Cavani, but especially with Suarez because Suarez, when he came to Groningen and when he was at Nacional, he wasn't this man everybody thought of that he was going to be the star or he was going to be he's the finished article. But he worked and worked and he got better and better and better because he believed in himself. And I think El Canario is of the same profile in terms of how he sees football and how he sees himself. So yeah, let's just look at some images, some highlights, mostly as goals in the last year, and some great goals in this, and also a lot of variety in these goals. And like you see here, dropping very deep. It's not just occupying the spaces at the number 9, but also dropping deep, trying to win balls, trying to make something happen. Yeah, really exciting. I find it very exciting to watch him play because he's always got something up his sleeve, basically. And when he comes to the area, he comes alive, obviously, and he's also very clinical for me. When you compare him to someone like Darwin Nunez, who I absolutely love, he's someone he's getting better, but he needs a lot of chances sometimes to score goals. And this guy, he's certainly more clinical than most of in his age group, from what I've seen so far. And like I said, with the heading ability, with his height, which is not great, but he's a good time, has a good timing when to jump, and he also jumps quite high. So he wins a lot of these area duels, which you sometimes would not expect. That's a good example. This goal that he always expects something to happen. Expects something to get in his way or to fall in his way, which probably 80% of the times doesn't happen. But when it happens, he is there and he is there to punish the mistake of a defender. Or, yeah. What about a header? What a header that is, eh? Man, it's also he scores like I said before, different goals, and and not. I mean, it's great to score a wonder goal because obviously everybody likes it, but to get easy goals, like to say like that, it means that you have to be in the right areas. So and he is that he is in his right area, so he maybe gets more easy goals than than wonder goals. But I don't think that is a criticism of him. It's just because he's in the good areas to where the ball comes and where a striker should be. He's an opportunistic player as well. This brilliant free kick, something that he's been working on a lot in his youth as well. He said in a recent interview against the referee, and it shows there. And like he is also a very opportunistic player who he just he like this as well. He goes for it and he always expects or wants something to fall his way. And like I said just a few months ago, sometimes it doesn't come. Most of the times it doesn't come. When it comes, he's there to punish it. Was it? Okay, so yeah, I hope I have given you an insight into the player. I think also a lot of people watch this probably have watched him before, so they will know about him, of all about him. But for people who don't know anything about him, I hope I can have given you a little bit of insight. Um, I think genuinely that he is one of our most promising players at this moment. And the funny thing about it is he came from nowhere. He came, a lot of talents, a lot of big youngsters like Matias Areso. We know about him since he was 15 years of age. Nicolas Iepakasa, we know about him since he was 15 years of age. Valverde, 15 year, 14 year, even 13 years when he got some headlines. And this guy, a bit like Federico Viñas, who was playing for Club America, came basically out of nowhere and just surprised us in a good way. And I believe he has everything to become a great striker, to become a striker for the Uruguay national team. And if he keeps developing, I see no reason why he can't succeed in Europe and play for big clubs and scoring loads of goals. So I hope you liked the video. It was the first episode of 10 episodes in which I will profile 10 players aged under 23 or 23 years of age, who I believe can be the stars of Uruguayan football in the coming years. So let me know your opinion about Agustín, Álvarez, Martínez, about the video, and about the players you believe should be on this list as well. I already made a short list myself, but just let me know what your opinions are about who should be on it, and I will check it out, obviously. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a few days. Bye bye.